is in. And we are rolling for the 12th. In behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Full field of 8. Back upstairs to the call with Vance Cameron.
Owen Lee, the punters are having trouble in here. We got the inside rail at 820. We got the outside rail at 690. Not a lot of separation in between them. She's wide open here in the 12th. Big Bad Bruiser, Coast to Coast Shark, the Yin Yang, Reimer, Jimbo, Tradition, Jetster, Poplar Artie, the Big Chase, Post Time. Up and pacing the Yin Yang, the first one out. Coast to Coast Shark between horses on the rail. Big Bad Bruiser. Traffic a little tight as they get round the turn. Coming up from the outside fourth, that is the Big Chase. In at the rail, Jetster got away fifth. Weimar Jimbo races sixth. Then Tradition seventh, and the trailer is Poplar Artie. Along the backstretch they go, led by Coast to Coast Shark for Devin Wallace. Big Bad Bruiser got away second, and there goes the inquiry sign. Race number 12 under a judge's inquiry. On by that opening station, Coast to Coast Shark for Devin Wallace on top. Big Bad Bruiser is second, racing third, the Yin Yang, 29 and for the quarter. Jetster has fourth, the Big Chase fifth. Backfield's on the move on the outside. There goes Tradition now sixth. Weimar Jimbo is seventh, and the trailer, Poplar Artie, down the stretch they come. The opening half mile comes next, and Coast to Coast Shark, he's halfway home. Second on the rail is Big Bad Bruiser. On the move on the outside, Jetster's underway third. Fourth at the rail, the Yin Yang, racing from fifth. Towards the 5/8 they go, the half mile in a minute and 4. Just 31 seconds in the second quarter, and Coast to Coast Shark takes him up the backstretch for the final time. Jetster on the outside is at his wheel. Big Bad Bruiser's in the pocket third, racing from fourth. Up on the outside, that is Tradition. Now on the cones fifth, the Yin Yang. 6 on the outside, Poplar Artie. The Big Chase seventh, Weimar Jimbo is eighth. 3/4 up in 1:30 and 3/8 of a mile out on the lead. Coast to Coast Shark to bring them home. Big Bad Bruiser at the rail second. The Yin Yang coming up the inside. Way wide, Tradition is late, but it's Coast to Coast Shark all the way for Devin Wallace. Second is Big Bad Bruiser. The Yin Yang rallies up for third. Time for the mile in 1:59.2. Judge's inquiry in race number 12 involves the conduct of the race into the first turn after the start.
There's a look at the slow-mo for you in race number 12 tonight as you get a look at the stretch drive here tonight. Another exciting stretch drive, and it's Coast to Coast Shark. Nice pick there from the post-time picks and Nick Oakes, putting Coast to Coast Shark on top here tonight. And they get it done.
Yeah, sent right down the highway by Devin Wallace here tonight. Jeff Wallace is the trainer, and looked good doing it. 29 and 4, they were on the point, and the boss. 1 minute and 4, they were still the leaders. 1:30 and 3, and they're going to fend off all challenges late and get there in the end. Coast to Coast Shark, he goes coast to coast at Red Shores in Charlottetown here tonight. It is unofficial. We'll wait for the official results in race number 12 at Red Shores.
So the inquiry underway here. Here's the look at the judge's inquiry and what they're going to be looking at as they leave the gate here. Peter, as they're making their way into the first turn, and as Vance called it, traffic was a little tight there.
Yeah, a little tight between the 1, the 2, and the 3. So the 1 on the inside, Big Bad Bruiser, the 2, Coast to Coast Shark, who is the unofficial winner, and the 3, the Yin Yang there. So that's what the judges are taking a look at. We'll have the result in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the results of the 12th race judges' inquiry. Racing officials deemed that number 2, Coast to Coast Shark, interfered with number 1, Big Bad Bruiser, in the first turn after the start. Coast to Coast Shark finished first, placed second. Big Bad Bruiser finished second and will be placed first. Here comes Big Bad Bruiser into the 12th race winner's circle. Bay pacing gelding 5, a roll with it, Harry from the Estrello stam, Sarah Star. Neil Bamberg of Charlottetown, the owner. Horse bred by Jonah Mose of Cornwall. Neil Bamberg trains and drives. Will have an adjustment for the final time of the mile. Big Bad Bruiser in the 12th.